Welcome everyone to Driver Matty's DM podcast, episode 20. It is a big number because this is the average length of podcasts lasting. So if we're not here next week, it's because we've quit. No, we haven't. We're not going to quit. We're going to graft on, aren't we? We are actually doing a live Q&A today. So not much news-related subjects, but more just talking to the public. We're live on TikTok, Driver Matty, live on YouTube, Driver Matty, and we've live on Twitch, but we don't really look at that because I've just done it for laugh. So TikTok and YouTube mainly, and then you can listen to the actual podcast when it goes live on Wednesday at 5 p.m. on YouTube, and then all the podcast streaming software like Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, all them jazz. And obviously you can watch it back on YouTube as well. Don't forget to check out drivermatty.com. All things Driver Matty is on that website. As per usual, we always start the podcast with a nice simple one. Is what we've all been up to today, or like this week. So I'm going to go with Mick this today. Mickle, what have you been up to today, kiddo? Or what have you got up to later on?
Nothing. Family life, to be fair.
What?
And family life.
I'll just down from where?
Yeah. The last, I've only done one job in the last 3 days, but I've got a back-to-back in the morning. And my new simulator came out yesterday, didn't it? Which was a horrendous release from Microsoft.
Very good.
Couldn't even load in. So this morning
have you got your software yet? Or your flying equipment?
I've got my equipment, yeah.
You got all the proper stuff. You said you're going to invest in all the stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, but that's going to take years to get exactly where I want it.
So, by the way, guys, Scouse Aviation on TikTok for Mick and Private Hire Brooks for Mark on TikTok as well. They are starting on TikTok. Mick flies planes and does other stuff gaming related, and Mark is doing a Private Hire Uber type TikTok as well. But Mark, what have you got on today, mate? Or what have you been on? 17 airport runs this morning, 17 after this, or what?
No, Uber this morning. I went out and did an airport run, which I've just got back from. Might go back out after this. Been a bit quiet this week. Got 2 tomorrow. What day are we on? Wednesday. 2 yesterday. 3 on Monday, which is gone. And I've got 2 Friday. Going away next.
You're still taking over, aren't you?
It's quieting down.
I struggle to do it in a week, mate. Struggle. Massively.
What, Mick?
I struggle to go out on Uber through the week, mate.
Yeah, because it's flipping crap, innit? Try and save the weekend if I'm going out of the weekend.
That's what I do.
I had a busy weekend last weekend, but I had a busy weekend last weekend. Done a few bits, done in London, which is a big ordeal. I might bring that up a bit later on. Done London, then done a few other airport runs, a couple of little chauffeur jobs, and then today I've got up, done the school run, tip run, got 2 new tyres on the car because my car eats tyres. It's ridiculous. So 2 new tyres on the car, and come home, do the podcast, edit it all, chop it all up, and then maybe watch a film or something later. Not much work today, paying taxi work, but more just internet and YouTube type of stuff. But yeah, sick of tyres, guys. Do you go through a lot of tyres? Because I go through a lot of tyres being an EV.
Not really.
No, not really.
No, it must be your driving.
It's just EVs, mate. It's just because the name talking handy and heavy.
Yeah, there's a question here on TikTok from Joe.
Go on.
He says it's not a Q&A, but I've got a job to Sheffield yesterday. Couldn't go online Uber, but could on Bolt. You know why? Whereabouts are you from, Joe?
That will answer it.
That will answer it.
Massively. I don't reckon he's from Sheffield, mate.
No.
Because you.
Sure.
Oh, Liverpool. Yeah, it's a different region. Yeah, that answers it. It's a different region, mate. Sheffield is from us. So when Mark goes to Manchester, he can't work Manchester Airport because it's out of our region.
No.
We can go online on Bolt because Bolt doesn't have a region. So Uber has separate regions, and Bolt doesn't. So you can go live on Bolt in London if you want.
I went down to Heathrow then a couple of weeks back, and I couldn't get onto Uber obviously because it's out of my region. But I tried Bolt, and it allowed me to go online. So
it did, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got no chance going online south of Birmingham. How many miles should the tyres last for? Decent spec ones. It depends, mate, to be honest. But to be honest, I should be putting EV tyres on my car. I should. But they're like 230 quid a tyre. And then I go round the corner and I hit a curb or run over and a nail and a pop it. So I just put normal. I put normal tyres on me, 110 quid a tyre. But I reckon if I got EV tyres, they last a bit longer. Do you know what I mean?
Why would they last longer if they're EV? Are they obviously they're made differently, but why are they different types for EV and diesel and petrol? Why? Is it because of the weight?
It was the weight load, the soundproofing, and also that they're optimized for efficiency and longevity because of the weight and the torque of the electric cars. So when I put a non-EV tyre on mine, they're not as efficient and they don't last nowhere as long as you should do. But they're half the price. Do you know what I mean? So I'd rather just put the cheaper ones on and just replace them more often. Do you know what I mean?
Get a good 6
Matty,
months out
fancy
of
becoming a
brand
tour
new.
guide next time I'm up in Liverpool on a coach. No, Adam, thank you though. But no, I'm clueless with anything tour guide related. I'll drive you. That's about it. You know what I mean? What you say, Mick?
So you should get 6 months out of tyres, I think.
Yeah, I got 2 new tyres a couple of months ago on the front though, and then I've just got the 2 ones on the back done. I can't remember. I think they're the only tyres I've had those since I've had the car in 18 months. So it's not too bad, I don't think.
Brand new, decent
And I
spec
can't remember because
tyres.
I had to get 2 tyres on the bus, didn't I? So I've just had like 17 tyres in the last 6 months. But it's probably because I've got 2 vehicles, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, Paul. Best thing I ever done was leave the taxis. They are ruined. Been on the buses a few years now. Money is unreal and great hours off for 12 days. Yeah, mate, that's spot on. If you don't need the flexibility, the taxis, I think the buses or the HGVs are definitely well better paying jobs anyway, isn't it? The buses. Would you ever consider getting on the buses, Mark?
Now, I've got a friend who's just done it and he loves it, but he's come out of a job that's very stressful. I put him off going on the taxis. They were going to do that, and I said, nah. So he went down the route of going on a buses and he loves it, but I couldn't do it. But I like doing taxis because of my circumstances.
Very
So
situational, isn't it? The taxis.
Yeah.
Very situational. It's weird. It's perfect for some and not for others, isn't it?
Yeah, that level 1. How many miles do you do, lads? Airports must eat the miles up. I probably do anything between 1,500 and 2,000 miles a week.
I don't do that many. Maybe, depending on what I've got on, maybe 800 to 1,000. But that just depends on how many airports I get. Because you don't do that. You don't do that many on Uber, do you?
Now, that's during the summer months for me. Not so much now. I'll probably do about anything between 1,000 and 1,500 miles a week.
I done about 700 at the weekend, just gone. So it is. It just depends on what you've got on, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Whereas Mick probably does about 20,000 miles in air miles.
yeah, Mick flies the miles. He doesn't drive them.
That's a day.
I think Mick's flying a plane now as we speak. He's been very quiet. Are you flying, Mick?
No. Not that disrespectful.
Yeah, Bartoni on TikTok said airports aren't worth a carrot. What do you mean?
So he means that the airports don't pay well. To be honest, the airports are quite competitive and the prices are quite low. But they're very situational. You know, some companies are too cheap and it doesn't work out. But it depends on the time as well. Would you take a cheap airport run at 7 a.m? Probably not, no.
Yeah.
Would you take a cheap airport run at 11 a.m? Probably, yeah. So it depends who you get your work from. And obviously...
it's like if I do Uber, I probably average anything between £12 and £20 an hour. On the airport runs, it'll work out anything between 35 and 50 quid an hour. So to me,
So it works then, doesn't it?
It works for me.
Yeah, if you're basing it on mileage, then yeah, obviously you're going to win, aren't you?
No, I just look at the time though. The taxi trade, I personally think now, like we've said it before, I just think you look at the time now, not distance. I think it's time. How long would it take you? What would you feel comfortable doing an hourly rate? If you want to do a Heathrow, it's going to take you X amount of money. And it works out after expenses £25 an hour. You take that all day long, wouldn't you?
See, a lot of people work on mileage, don't they? But like you say, If I get a job offer, it's 30 quid for 30 miles. Do you know what I mean? But it's 10 a.m. and it's going to take me 45 minutes. I'm
It's
never
£30
going to
an
make
hour,
30
isn't it?
quid in an hour
No.
at that time. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I know it is. It's a hard balance to figure out. Do you work on mileage, do you work on time, or depending on the situation? Do you know what I mean? Uber airports, yeah, Uber airports are cheap,
No,
mate.
that's
But don't forget with Uber, you don't have to get up in the morning, get your car, get dressed, head to the pickup location, pick them up, drop them off. They're on your doorstep within a mile, aren't they? So I think from Liverpool to Manchester, and on average in airports, it's probably 40 to 50 quid on Uber. Do you know what I mean? But it could be within a mile of where you parked up. You're already out the house. And then when you drive to the airport, just say it takes up to an hour. That's 40, 50 quid in an hour. You could get a follow-on job from the airport if it's in your region. So very situational, isn't it? Some people love them, some people hate them. A little bit like Marmite, isn't it?
Not as bad as that.
What?
It's not as bad as Marmite.
Mate, don't be dissing Marmite, lad.
Marmite's terrible.
Marmite is the nectar of the gods. Okay, Marmite is unbelievable.
Do you have butter though and Marmite, or do you just have Marmite on it?
Oh no, you have to have butter to lube up the bread, innit? You got to lube up the bread, and then you got to put the Marmite on. You can't just put Marmite on dry toast. That'd be disgusting. Do you know what I mean? Let's just go to YouTube then quick. London is finished. So many drivers, not enough demand. Pre-COVID, I was hitting 250 a day. With ease, now you half that. Yes, Bazit, it hasn't. The trade hasn't really returned since COVID, mate. It hasn't. Oh, I've got my knowledge test for Sefton Council badge. If I pass, how quick can I be on the road working? I'm not too sure how quick you can be on the road working, mate. It depends on the process and the Sefton. But your knowledge test is not a knowledge test. You'll be fine. If it has changed since last time, you got 10 questions with a book with the answers in. So you read the book and you answer the questions, and that's the actual test of Sefton. Pretty straightforward.
That joke's gone straight
I've been
over
out
my
since
head.
10:15. I've done 4 jobs and I'm on 23 quid. Well, that's your issue, mate. You come out at 10:15. You go home at 10:15. Like, you don't come out, Jordan, between 10 and 2 now. It's not worth your time, mate. It isn't worth your time.
Oh,
Is this
what did you?
Yeah, Vicky. It's because I'm about lubing up the bread, weren't we? Smother it, Marmite.
Went straight over my head, that, you know.
What?
That went straight over my head, that.
Did it? Yeah. It's only about lubing the old bread up, weren't we? A little bit dirty talk. I got offered 15-mile job for 50 quid. That's 100 miles in total, 50p a mile. Yeah, but you don't really charge the customer, mate, coming back. So it's really 50 miles for 50 quid. Still not the best, like. But it depends on timing as well, doesn't it, mate? Do you know what I mean? Some people like to do jobs like that. Do you know what I mean?
Depending where you're dropping as well, you're available for work when you drop, aren't you? So
that's it as well. If you're dropping in a region where you can't go online, you can maybe go, I don't know. But if you're dropping somewhere into a busy area, that you could get a job back, it'll be worth it, couldn't it? Yeah, Mick, answer that one, lad. What's the best times to work then?
oh, you're going to ask me, it's weekends, nights.
Weekend
nights.
I think he means during the week, though, doesn't he?
Nights even, still through the week.
Well, yeah.
Well, saying that this time of year, it should be moving, really.
Yeah. Well, don't forget, if you're the lads in our WhatsApp group, I've said that it's been quiet on the nights and he's actually gone over to days.
Yeah.
But the problem you got with days, wedding day media photography, big name, by the way. Vicky's just said it went over your head because you're bald.
Sorry,
yeah, what you call it? The best time during the day, I'm not even messing, is 7:30 in the morning till 9 a.m. and then maybe 3 till 6 p.m. And that's your busy period through the day. Very small window to earn money now. It's after follows, guys. Appreciate it and the likes. Make sure you like and follow, subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, it depends whether you want to do nights or days. If you're going to do days, then it's obviously 7 a.m. innit? I'd even come out earlier because you can move. And
it's very risky early morning, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but
if
you stay consistent with it, though, like if you start at 5 till 9, You
Well,
can still go. Some mornings you'll go out, you'll earn 20 quid for that, but still 20 quid,
well,
isn't it?
Well, my example, Monday morning I came out at 6. And I had an airport. Can't remember what time I had an airport. I think I worked till 9, so it's 3 hours. I think I did about 63 quid.
Much more.
Tuesday.
What's that?
Yeah, Tuesday it was just I couldn't get off my road because of the snow. And then today I came out at 5:30 till 9:30, 4 hours, and I did 60 quid.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
One of the lads said he goes out at like 4 every morning, and between 4 and 7 a.m. he can literally do 100 quid or 15 quid. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what that depends on? That's down to how many drivers have stuck it out, whether the night lads have had a good night. If they've had a good night, they'll stick it out till 6, 7, and then go home. Do you know what I mean? But if it's been dead from 1 a.m. to 3, 4, 9 times out of 10, they're going to sod this, I'm going home. Try again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then it depends how many people are moving about at that time of the morning as well. But if you stay consistent with it, mate, 5 o'clock starts till 9, go home, maybe have a little nap in the afternoon, do whatever you're doing, and then get back out at 3 till 6.
Well, it's like a lot of drivers. Do they have a set? Well, I don't have a set budget. Like people I know, like they won't go home until they've cleared 200 quid. So they make 200 quid.
That's
so
ridiculous.
They go out. They come out at 4 in the morning.
That's a big target these days.
It is. They come out at 4, get to about 9 o'clock, and then they assess it, and they wait till 10 after 10. It goes quiet, and then they think, right, I'm going to go home now. Come back out at 3, and then start again from 3 till that 200 quid. So they might be out to about 9, 10 o'clock at night, or they might be done by 6.
If you're going to have a money target, you'd have to make it realistic to do, especially consistently.
Yeah.
200 quid a day, you're asking a lot there, aren't you?
I know.
One of the old school taxi drivers told me, one of the old school taxi drivers told me when I first started years ago, been on the team for 30 years, and he made a proper good point. And because I was always like, it's 100 quid a day target, whatever. Would you have a money target or a time target, right? Because what he said was, if you go out, just say you go out at 6 a.m. till 2 p.m. every single day, right? But if you had a 100 quid target, it means that you're cutting your shift in half when it's busy. And then you're working longer when it's quiet. So if you've got a 100 quid target, you could go out for 3 hours and hit the target and go home because it's super busy.
Yeah.
Or if you go out the next day and you do 9 hours to hit your 100 quid because it's super dead. So what he says, why don't you just go out and commit to the time you want to go out to, and whatever you end up with, you go on with. So when it's busy, you're bringing in 200 quid. When it's not busy, you're bringing in 80 quid. Do you know what I mean? But generally, because I found that, because it makes a good point, if you've got a money target and you go out when it's super busy, you're just cutting yourself short, aren't you? But if you've got a time target, quiet or busy, you just got to plough through and just earn what you get. I just thought that was a fascinating thing, and myself personally, if I was full-time taxis, I'd definitely just do a time target and not a money target. But obviously, you've got to plan the time when you earn enough money to make a living, do you know what I mean? But I definitely focus more on time than money.
2 hours a day, Matty,
Definitely.
Yeah. That's what I want to do all the
go
time.
home at 9.
Listen, lad, I've been smashing it last week. I went to London and everything, and you're all flipping moaned at me for moaning.
Because all you do is moan.
Exactly. Because all we heard was you moaning.
It was a long drive.
You put me in that much of a... Listen, you put me in that much of a bad mood because you're moaning all the time. My wife almost left me.
It's bad time to London. Oh, mate, honestly, it killed me. Oh, my accountant's popped in. Keep the lives going, lads. Very good content. I'm still trying to get him on the podcast, to do me and him having a little chat about tax and all that, but he won't. Comments. Everyone tell Andy Neary to come on the podcast with us in the future. Me and you talk about the tax and taxis, but he won't. He doesn't love me that much. Kev had a good day yesterday. He done 125 quid from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. But I had a crap day, half of that. Yeah, mate, look at the door, right place, right time, innit?
We won't do
I've been
250
sat
or
somewhere
90
and I've got a
now.
£4 job and someone's got a 40 quid
Matty,
job. What?
can you see this? Banned for excessive farting.
Who?
That's my TikTok. Can you see it?
Banned.
Banned for excessive farting. What does that mean?
Mate, I'm still live on TikTok. Oh, is that for you?
I don't know.
Well, that's comments.
What was that all about?
So I don't need to revise of the knowledge test, Matty. You actually get the book on the test day with the answers. Yes, you've got 7 to 10 pass. I'm pretty, if it hasn't changed,
What's about,
cheeky,
Nick?
hey, if it hasn't changed, mate, if it hasn't changed, then, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 10 questions. You got to get 7 right, but they give you the booklet with the answers. So it'll be like, do you need a smoking label? And then you got to find it in the book, smoking label, whatever. Do you know what I mean? How much could be done on a Friday, Saturday in Liverpool? 250 per night. Possibly, mate. Fridays have been diabolical lately. Yeah, my old saying as a boss is you can't control the job. Don't let the job
It's
control
gone
you.
again.
What's going on? Hey, let me check.
What's happening
Hey,
here?
he's alive.
It's
Nick, is it something that you... Oh, is there a
Hey.
comment?
Someone's
Oh,
commenting on
bloody
his
hell.
chat, you melt.
I don't know.
Oh, Mark, you scare me with technology, lad. You scare me with technology. Look,
Oh,
see, haha, good one, lads. See, stop messaging it, mate. You're confusing Mark.
it don't take much. I'm not very
Fool
well
me.
anyway.
Oh,
Wait.
Mark, you're funny, you lad.
Leave me alone.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, Yorkshire gig guy. I usually do 6 and 9, then 10 a.m. till 1. So 6 hours, no money odds. 6 hours, oh, no money targets, only time target. Yeah, that's good. But 10 a.m.
Yeah.
till 1 p.m. is a diabolical time, mate. This morning I only did 6 till 9. I had to take the car for its MOT. Did 71 quid in 3 hours. Not bad, mate. Not bad.
Whereabouts in Yorkshire is he then? Whereabouts in
What?
Yorkshire are you? Just
Yorkshire
asking
gig
whereabouts.
guy.
Yeah, but well,
Yorkshire.
asking where...
Heartbeat. But yeah. So I went to London. Don't know if you said, but I went to London on Saturday. And I was near the river that was on the EastEnders intro.
It's called the Thames.
I got starstruck. It was a fantastic river.
And what about that road?
I
What
believe
about that
you went
road?
under the bridge as well, didn't you?
Yeah. Or did you go over the bridge?
You know what that bridge? You know the
A4.
Beds.
the bunk bed road. Mate, I promise you, Mick, it's hard to explain, lad. It was
I know
literally I
what
was
you
on the
mean. I know
road.
exactly what it is. It's like Spaghetti
Have you been
Junction.
down there? No. So Spaghetti Junction. So I was on a road,
But it's similar,
and there's a
isn't it?
motorway, and there's a motorway above me. But it weren't like an underpass or like a bridge. It was just straight all the way. So I was driving under a motorway. It was just a weird sensation. I've never done it before. You know what I thought? But it weren't like I was going under an underpass or I was like at the rocket going under a flyover. It was literally constantly underneath a
Elevated
motorway.
M4.
So what?
The elevated M4.
The elevated M4. Yeah, I think so. But anyway, it was a mad experience. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. was the quietest window. Definitely, mate. Definitely. Any use taking January off, working over Christmas, New Year? I don't normally work over the main Christmas with the kids and that. So I normally have Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day off. And I'd normally avoid New Year because it's overrated. But no, January, I still work. I work every day, more or less, but I kind of chill a little bit in January. How about yourselves, Mick, Mark? Are you working over the Christmas or do you normally have it off?
I always do. I always work over Christmas. I've even worked Christmas
Of
morning,
course you
Christmas Day
do.
morning.
Shocker, innit? Shocker.
I can't. Do you know what? I cannot sit in the house and twiddle my thumbs. Can't do it.
It's Christmas Day. Open presents.
Christmas?
Yeah, but we don't, oh, no. I get up, do the present. My kids are older now. They're 19 and 16. But I get up, open the presents, have some breakfast and go out. Put the thing on. I've even said to the airport guy, I'll get jobs off. I'm available for work Christmas Day in the morning.
Obviously, is he time and a half or double time? He's got to be. Don't be
He has
doing a
put it
standard
out. I
rate,
don't
Mark.
know. No, it's not
Don't
standard rate. No.
Don't do
I
a
think it's
standard rate, mate.
I think it's time and a half. I think.
What do you make? Time and a half or double on Christmas Day?
Double.
Double. Yeah.
Double.
Only time and a half.
Double all over, even New Year.
Yeah. How much did I get for the London? 400 quid, mate.
I was speaking about this on the WhatsApp group the other night when I was out working with Paul. I haven't done Christmas. I've never worked Christmas, and I don't intend to this year. But normally, some years I go out like New Year. I don't know whether I'm going to do this year, but I've never done it since dynamic pricing's been in.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, will it be worth it? Like, was dynamic pricing in last year? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, but right, do you know what I normally do? When everyone thinks of New Year's, right? They think of New Year's Eve, so everyone works New Year's Eve night, don't they?
No,
If you're going to work the taxis, you're going to work New Year's
Day.
Eve night. The last 3 years, I think, I've worked New Year's Day morning, 5, 6 in the morning, New Year's Day, and I woke up at the east side of Liverpool, right? I'm 12 miles away from the city centre, or 10 miles, right? And I was getting job offers in town. And that never happens. And I was getting on New Year's Day. So there was no driver between me and town, 10, 12 miles. It was chocker. Do you know what I mean? So like what Mick's saying with the dynamic pricing now, lack of drivers running for the jobs. Do you reckon you're going to get stupid rates on when it's like no drivers available? Do you know what I mean? It could be a possible thing. Like, but I've always found sometimes you don't chase the busy time. It's best working when it's less drivers. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes the quietest time could be the busiest. Do you know what I mean? I've worked a random Tuesday morning and it's been shocker because like everyone's had the Tuesday off that week. Do you know what I mean?
I'm just wondering whether it would
I've never worked Christmas or New Year.
half decent. I don't think it'll tempt me enough to go out anyway. But I've never done Christmas and New Year with Uber because simple reason is it needs to surge. It has to surge for it to be worth going out.
Yeah.
And I
so you just work on the locals and you get like
you can't rely on
surge.
You can't rely on surge. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sounds like someone banging pans in the background. It might be a mixed kid. You won't be able to hear on the podcast. What?
I've just stopped it.
Oh, was he playing pans, was he? Yeah, live, didn't he? Maloney's on here, baby. Flipping bully. Get him to stop playing with his pans. Poor lad's having fun. Is Peppa Pig on as well, Mick?
Yeah, he's had enough of that.
Jesus Christ.
My kids used to love Horrid Henry. We had to stop it because they were turning into right little naughty kids.
Horrid Henry.
Right, listen. Have you seen about the commission structure? Guys, if you're watching, let me know what it said. But obviously this week, you can check on the app dead easy of what your commission was. And like last week, I think I was 20-odd%. But I've been getting a lot of comments through of loads of people. And I've had some minus 20%. So Uber's paid them 20% more to work. And also I've had people close to 40%. But what I say to you is, where's the fairness? If it was free work last week and I pay 5% and Mick pays 30%, is that unfair? Because in my opinion, that seems unfair, but I know it changes each week. But what do you reckon?
Yeah, it is unfair because you could have a run where you're on 30% all the time, more than often.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it is unfair.
Yeah. One of the lads in our group, isn't he? He done full time and paid 16% only for 30, full 7-day working.
32% I was on last week.
Oh, was you 32? That's high as well for a bus. I thought you would have been on less.
Third.
32%. I only do weekend days, don't I? Weekend days or weekend nights, whatever suits me that week. And yeah, 32% I was on.
Thing is, right? I think someone else said in the WhatsApp group as well about it all works out, depends on what time of the day you work and all. So if it's like there's a lot of high demand and so if I went out 4 hours a day and I went out in the rush hour and it is a big surge, you're not gonna pay much percent there, are you? Because
My bad. That's not last
Uber
week. It's the
probably
week
pay you.
before, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the week before.
Yeah.
I was on
No, but
30.
that's what you're saying, Mark. If your work time is always just concentrating on busy times and stuff where the commission's less, do you know what I mean? Or if you grind on during the really dead hours where there's loads of drivers, that's when they take most of the commission up.
Yeah, but
Right, for example, if you went out at
that's
7
wrong,
o'clock,
isn't it? At the end of the day, that's
I
wrong.
can guarantee you. I guarantee you now, if you went out at 6 o'clock in the morning, worked till 10, so what's that? 4 hours. You earn say £100. You'll probably pay anything between I don't know what I would say 12% and 25%. Yeah. If you did 10 while 2 in the dead hours, you're gonna pay a lot higher percentage because there's not enough work out there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you will pay a lot more percentage
Yeah,
commission.
because if they can get away with it, they want the customers picked up and dropped off, with the maximum amount of profit out that job. So when there's a higher chance of that customer getting picked up, it means higher the commission. But if there's less chance of getting them picked up, they charge less commission to make sure the job gets done. Do you know what I mean? Andy, by the way, where'd you work, mate? I know you're starting on Uber on Saturday. Consider joining the membership, mate, on YouTube and coming out WhatsApp and group, and keep you company on your work and stuff like that. Go check it out on the YouTube membership. Go to drivermatty.com and scroll to the bottom. So you consider joining that, mate, and getting in here. Oh, Smellings. Yeah, coming to WhatsApp group. There's a few lads from Northwest, lad. Dynamic pricing. So dynamic pricing technically works as Uber used to be a set fee. So it'll be £10, 20%, 80% to the driver. Simple, dead easy to follow on a set mileage rate. They'll charge a set amount of miles, and that's it. Everything was fixed like a normal private hire company. Where now they will charge as much as they can for the customer and take as much as they can from the passenger. So normally, if the demand if it's very busy, say Saturday night, but it's not surging, the rates will be really good. The customer will be paying a lot. But when it's quiet and there's not much demand, the customers pay, it's very cheap. I done a job the other day, it was 35 quid for 30 miles, and I got paid 30 quid. The customer paid 35 for 30 miles. What?
Did you come round the houses to explain that there?
Right, go on, you explain it better.
It's basically just price.
Yeah,
it's basically just pricing that isn't set. It is.
It is. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head, but it doesn't answer the question. You just explained the definition of the term dynamic.
He's an experienced taxi driver, and he said explain dynamic pricing. Dynamic pricing is a pricing that's not set.
Hey, let me just do a video on it 1 second. All right, guys, just dynamic pricing. That's where the pricing moves. Thanks for checking in. Gives a follow. Gives a like. You didn't describe what the term dynamic means, so we didn't actually explain. Well, I wanted to go in a bit more detail because we've got a podcast to run. If I answered every question like that, it would be a very short podcast. Without Uber, you wouldn't even have any work. Yeah, I would.
I think he wanted the short and sweet answer, to be fair.
Exactly. Uber needs to be more transparent, doesn't it? Yes. You're welcome. We would.
I don't say do that to everyone. I'm not saying that do that to everyone, am I? You prick.
I'm only saying it. There's no other comments. I was just carrying on. Look. Oh, there. Do you get many bookings New Year's Eve in advance? No.
Yes.
Do you get many bookings here?
I've got. What have we got? One. I've got 3 booked in already for New Year's.
Is that for parties or is that for? Is that for parties or airports?
Only airport. We don't do that stuff. Our parties and thingies and majiggy.
Because he said New Year's Eve. I'm assuming he meant parties, didn't he?
He probably does, but.
Or did he just mean a day?
It just means bookings, doesn't
he? Possibly. So the commission's a bit mad, isn't it? Let me have a look. What else are we going to say? Oh, yeah. Oh, got banned from autopilot, didn't I? I don't know if you heard, by the way, Tesla banned me from using my autopilot for a week.
Fucking.
I got put on a naughty step.
Might
Because
have been because you had your feet up, you were fast asleep driving down the
Oh.
M6.
Haven't you got
don't
no
listen to
sound?
Mark. I
You got
always
no sound effects. Get the violin out.
listen, lad. Mick, I promise you, if your bus drove itself more or less on the motorway, you'd
Hello,
use it. And then
darkness,
if the
my
car,
old friend.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
I
Mick,
love that song.
if the car literally said to you, right, listen, you can't use your cruise control no more for a week, you'd be like, who are you to tell me what I can't do? Do you know what I mean? That's exactly how I feel with my car. Why is my car told me I can't use a system that they offer? It's just a stupid rule. Do you know what I mean? So I literally can't use my autopilot for 7 days. It's a joke.
I'm too old for that now.
He was getting noshed off at the missus and they banned him. No, I wish, mate. I wish.
Too old
Yeah,
to
like
do all the.
parties. No, Mick doesn't do parties. He just does airports. So his pick-up or his drop-off has to be at an airport. Bum, bum, bum. But yeah, anyways, I was fuming anyway. So then I had to do 2 man-airs yesterday and I had to drive it with just standard cruise control. Ah, sound like a peasant. Have you got cruise control, Mick? Like normal cruise?
Nope.
You haven't got normal cruise.
Nope.
So you have to put your foot on the accelerator at all times.
Uses a brake.
That normally is what you'd have to do when you haven't got cruise control, Matty. Yeah.
Yee! Bloody hell, you've like two steps ahead of pedaling off the floor, mate.
Old
To be honest,
school,
hey,
mate.
my bus never had it.
Manual, diesel, no cruise control.
Lad, that minibus that I had, the Hyundai, that didn't have cruise control, and I drove to Scotland in it, and I got out, and literally my leg was broke. I had to go on a sling for the week of the holiday. Like, imagine having your foot on the accelerator for like 5 hours straight. It was minging. Never again would I ever get no cruise. Do you know what I mean? It's just a joke on like how bad it is that you've got to drive yourself.
Use a brake.
Tips, lads, for when I start Saturday. Knuckle down, graft on, Andy.
Don't
No
come
cruise
in hard.
is soul destroying. It is, mate.
Don't
What?
listen to us.
Yeah, don't listen to us. Yeah. I'm
Shit.
going out on Saturday. Like an over 30s party I'm going to.
Swingers
You actually
party.
get ID'd. You actually get ID to get in.
What?
ID to get in. You got the ID here to make sure you're old enough to get in. It's mad, isn't it?
Where?
You two need to kiss and make up. No, we only do that off stream, blather.
Where? Where are you going to that party?
In town. In town. 30s plus it is. It's old person's party. It's like a gig, but it finishes like 9 p.m. Boss, I'll be home before flipping bedtime.
Finish before 9.
Yeah, it's on a 5 till 9 it is. Boss.
That's a
Looking forward
50s
to it.
party, not a
And then we get
30s.
Need an Uber Saturday, Matty. Have you got an option
Don't
license,
pick him
Andy? If not, you can't pick me up, lad.
Don't pick him up.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What do you think that for?
What, depends what car he's got. He'll do a TikTok and he'll be hanging out the side back of the car again.
Oh, Andy, what you drive, lad? Because last time I got an Uber, lad, I was drunk and I was hanging my head out the window because I couldn't fit in the car. He picked me up in a little clown car. You know those little red and yellow cars that you have in your garden when your kid was a kid? One of them, it was just ridiculous, the car. My neck was broke all the way. Hi, how was Uber? I haven't been out on Uber, mate. Yeah, I have not been out on Uber today. You went out for a little bit, Mark, didn't you?
Yeah, it weren't too bad.
Hyundai Ioniq, the hybrid, the neck breaker. Oh, I'm not getting an Ioniq. Delivery driver earned more than new pads. I'm guessing you meant new lads. And he probably does, mate. Doesn't he earn more than Mark? Mark's a flipping class 1 grafter, mate.
That is I.
That
Not
nice,
gonna
that
lie.
Mark.
That
What?
right?
That nice.
Right, yeah. Oh, my throat's killing me.
And And I'm walking through his hay, chomping, Mark.
I need a drink.
Real life Peppa Pig's just come on the screen.
Best half to buy for the Jobs long term. I'd probably say Skoda Octavia, possibly, reckon. Or a Kia Niro's a popular one. It depends as well if you do airports or just taxis. Taxis, you don't really need a big boot, so you could probably go and get like whatever else is getting, like a Fiesta or a Toyota Yaris.
Robin Reliant three-wheeler.
Robin Reliance, yeah. Get that place.
Model 3.
Model 3, Ryan. Someone's got some good taste in here, baby.
Matty's going to get
But
too
Model
excited
3 is
now.
boss for taxis, but it wouldn't be good for the airports. The boots are big enough. What are you saying?
You say you'll get all excited now because you like your Teslas, don't you?
I love them. I love them. I like my Teslas. I like my Teslas. Oh. Oh, bored.
You got a new chair, Matty?
What have you got on tomorrow?
No, it's my son's. It's my son's got nothing all week now. Quiet. It's been chocolate for the last week and then just got nothing all week now. So I'll probably go out to do a little bit of pooba. A little bit of pooba with yourself.
Back to back in the morning. My lad's birthday on Friday, so
Bag.
back to back in the morning. And then I've got a 6 o'clock at night as well.
Yeah. You got a JLA back to back on a money.
Money.
What have you got, Mark? 7, 8, 9 airports. What have you got?
3:30 going to East Midlands in the morning. Then I'll probably do Uber to get back about 5:30. Do Uber to about 10. Come home, and then I've got a 4:20 land at Manchester.
Yeah. Heavy, you lad.
I might do the dead hours
Yeah, I
tomorrow.
might do 7:30. Hey,
You know what?
who you?
Maybe.
Oh, mate, let us know. Let us know in the WhatsApp group, lad, if you do good in the dead hours in the bus. Yeah, I reckon you could take over in the bus. But yeah, it's going to be dead, lad. What day is it tomorrow?
Why is that going to make a difference?
Tomorrow? Because you're stepping above every other car. So you shine above 90% of the cars on the road, don't you?
Yeah, but who needs a bus in the middle of the day?
No.
Many
But if
people,
an XL
really.
comes in, you got a high chance of getting it, haven't you?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, but
Yeah, is it? The job for you there.
if it was that good.
Question for you there, Matty.
Marty, what do you have to do to get an ops license? Just apply for a council, mate, of where you're licensed and just where you work. It's actually quite straightforward, really. You just got to just go for like legal loopholes and that.
Need planning permission. All planning permission
Depends on your
waiver.
council. It depends on your council, doesn't it?
No, all
There you go.
councils.
Will they
require
eventually
planning
cancel
permission.
Wolverhampton licensing?
Ooh. No.
What you say, Mark?
Will they eventually cancel Wolverhampton licensing?
Oh, you can't cancel. You can't cancel a council. You just can't do it, can you? I reckon there'd be like restrictions going forward to maybe calm it down a bit or something. I feel out of town drivers are bringing more road cameras, like John Lewis one, than the ANPR ones. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, there's loads popping up in town now. There's loads. You can't stop on what's a good charge, great charge sheet on near St John's. You can't stop there. You can't go straight over to the John Lewis.
A yellow
At the
box
bottom of
junction
Hanover,
in
you can't
front
do
of the
that.
yellow box junction in front of Crown Plaza's AMPR, isn't it? Do you know that?
Yeah, you can't go straight over down Copler's Hill now to Hanover either. Obviously, you've never been able to. But I mean, you get it on the camera now. It's all getting cameraed up now. Like yellow box Crown Plaza, yeah. There's loads of cameras going up now in Liverpool. It's ridiculous.
Just follow the rules of the road.
How long have you all been driving for, and do you actually enjoy driving? I've been driving since I was 18, like personally, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of driving. Like, I'm in the wrong job, to be honest. If you
Do you
had
know what?
another job, what would it be? If I had another job, ooh, that's a good question. If I had another job, what would it be? I know what Mix would be, because he's actually starting to get a new job. Now, I'll go, Mark. if you can't be a taxi driver no more, yeah, like you've lost your legs and
Yep.
your arms, what job would you do?
Well, you can't do much with your legs and arms, can you?
What if I've got no arms or legs? A gynecologist.
A gynecologist. Yeah, but then would you want
You
to
get
smash your head
bloody-
in you get home because like you've been looking at them all day, haven't you?
Oh yeah, get bored with it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Hey, it doesn't make it magical
Do you know
anymore,
what?
does it?
Being serious, I wouldn't mind being a mechanic.
Or like an old school mechanic, like oil
Yeah.
and back in the
Yeah.
90s. Because now it's
Yep.
just a laptop, innit?
Yep.
Old school mechanic, eh?
Or
What about yourself, Mick?
or do a trade.
Trade. Oh, I did do a trade, didn't I?
Pick anything they want.
What?
Yep.
Pick anything they
Put
want.
anything in the world. Yep.
Yeah.
Air traffic controller.
Oh, yeah. It's
The only thing is, Mick, they won't be able to understand you. They'll be like, "What? Who? What?"
That-
Well, that time the plane's gone.
Hey, watch
Trust
out, there's
me,
another
they'll
plane coming
understand
down
me.
there on the left,
They-
no, lad.
They're used to listening
I'm
to...
sorry, what did you say? Watch out, lad, there's a plane coming down there on the left, lad. Do you know what I mean? Be careful, lad. Do you know what I mean?
Not to do with me.
Crash and burn. I reckon, I know it's not a job, but I'd like to be a bird, me. Know you can fly. Or like be Aquaman, where you can swim. I know it's not a job. But how cool would it be if you live with the fishes?
That's superpowers.
I know, I changed the subject a bit, didn't I? I don't want a job. Hey, crypto trader. I'm going right lane on the motorways. It's a joke. Oh, mate, the middle lane's the worst. I hate the middle lane hoggers.
What do you mean your car does?
What?
You mean your car does?
Not no more. Flipping banned. Elon Musk has banned me from driving. What a joke. I can't believe that still happens, you know,
I like them now.
honestly. What do you like him now? No, but it's weird though, isn't it? Like, imagine your car. Have you ever known a car to like disengage something because like you've been bad driving or whatever? Like, it's stupid. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you're not supposed to use it, are you? It's against the law, really.
It just shows your big brother's watching you.
Mate, I'm telling you, yeah, imagine now, Mick, it just pops up on your TV at home and says, listen, you've been watching like some sketchy stuff on your telly. You can't watch your telly for the next 7 days. You'd be fuming, wouldn't you? You should be able to watch what you want.
Yeah, but there's no rules against what I watch. Where there's rules
No
against...
rules against what I done. What?
Yeah, there is.
What, driving with due care and attention? Because that's all I've done.
Don't make me say
Mate,
it,
I've
Matty.
overtook you once. You were on the back seat with a blanket over you.
Don't make me say it.
What are you lying for? Hey, let's shut up. Let's go to the comments.
Sure,
Unless you
your
can't
car
full
seat
control on us.
reclines more than my gaming chair.
Like that.
I've actually
Let's
seen
go.
Matty brushing his teeth and combing his hair.
I've seen Matty in the booth
Wouldn't
Well,
getting
he
you
was
say
sat-
your head, though, would you? What?
I've seen Matty in the booth
Getting
getting changed for the
Come on,
chauffeur
right?
job.
Did it? What was I say? Did anyone not see his TikTok the other day when he was stood in the car park driving his car? And his car drove off in the distance,
Yeah. See the panic on his face.
and then
Come
he
back, come back.
then he realised, oh,
Is bus lane on Rice Lane in use? No, bus lanes aren't in use in Liverpool, as of yet, that I know of. Who's sat here watching a podcast about free job drivers? You alright, Gary? Welcome, lad. You guys ever consider relocating for work? No, mate. Don't do well out of Liverpool.
Where would you go?
YouTube paying anything decent, Matty? No, mate, not at all. I do it for more a hobby now. I get about 200 quid a month off it. It's happening in China, lads. It's called a social score, digital control. Yeah, it's probably right, isn't it? Most lads' laptops and phones would be useless, Matty. Yeah, true. Imagine that. Lappy popping up. You can't go on Pornhub, please. You have got 7 days off your laptop now, you dirty boy. But yeah, it is. It's just mad, isn't it? Just the technology. The way technology is going now. Honestly, because like obviously everyone's going about driverless cars, but I just can't see driverless cars coming to thing. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's worried about it, but like my autopilot's been turned off for 7 days. Imagine if I was a driverless car.
Nah, I wouldn't. I
Do you know
mean,
what I mean?
the younger generation maybe worry about it. If you're joining the taxis now at the age of 20, then maybe worry about it. But
That's what I'm going to ask you, Matty. Right? You know that video that were on TikTok about that Tesla that almost had a head on and it moved out of the way. Was that on autopilot, or was the driver driving it and the Tesla took over? I was going to ask you that. I forgot.
It could have been either.
So right, so yours is switched off now then.
The autopilot is, yeah, but I'm pretty sure the safety systems
Collision
are all
thing.
still on.
Oh, right, okay.
Do you know what I mean? So what happens is I can still cruise control, so it keeps the distance way in front, but it won't lane. It won't lane attached to the lanes to keep me steering. The steering's disengaged for a week because they've told me off 5 times, and because I got told off five times, they banned me for a week. I was getting banned from free car.
I wonder what the next one is. 2 weeks.
What?
I wonder what the next one is.
Mate, I might have a Gatwick next week as well. And I said I'll do the Gatwick if my autopilot's back.
Oh my god.
Liverpool is horrendous for Uber. Where'd you work? I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the rest of your name, sorry, mate. I'm 27 and I'm not worried about it. There will always be around stuff. Yeah, mate, honestly, I reckon in the next 100 years, we're not going to have every single car on the road is going to be like Demolition Man, do you know what I mean? It'll be a gimmick for 15, 20 years before anything new. Will only happen if people let it. Yeah, possibly, mate. Anthony, there's an item in the press today about a new AI camera catch drivers on their mobile phones and penalties being sent out. Yeah, Andy, I done a post about that a few weeks ago. They got mobile ones setting up, and also they got fixed ones on overpasses now, and it looks downward into your car. What?
Imagine the driverless taxis around here. They'd have the tyres slashed every night.
That's why they haven't launched those delivery robots, have they? Imagine a delivery robot going through Kenny. It ain't gonna survive by the time we get to the house, is it? But yeah, Andy, yeah, the AI cameras are ruthless, mate. That's why you should never have your phone in your hand. Always have it on the holder. It's not even worth it no more.
Touching it.
Do you know what I mean? Elon Musk, genius or devil or both. I love him, mate. I like him.
Devil.
Do you like Elon Musk?
He's a devil. He's
Elon's
worse than the
legend.
devil.
What? Elon's a flipping legend. Leave him alone.
No, he isn't. Let's
Definitely
save
a
the
little bit
earth.
special, like, but he's a legend, though.
Let's save the earth with all these electric cars. Yeah, let's jump in my jet plane and just pollute 10,000 times worse.
Yeah, but at least my car used to drive itself.
Used to.
Hey, heard Clayton Square is turned into a yellow box junction. Last someone was talking about it today. Is Clayton Square the where the St. John's is? It is, isn't it? Is that what he's on about?
No.
Mick.
Clayton Square's Hanover Street.
Well, we know he turned right at Hanover and he got the St. John's drop off where the Weatherspoons is. That's Clayton Square, isn't it? Heading to Zen from the station. Yeah, I think that's it. That is completely. You can't drop off there no more. They're getting on the cameras.
You can get to Clayton
You can't
Square
drop off
from
no
there,
more. You have to drop off. You have to drop off at the Mackey's or at the Holiday Inn. I wouldn't even risk dropping off. Oh, Queen Square.
Queen Square, you can't go in anyway.
Oh,
By the Zed Lobster Pot. What's that?
Queen Square's buses only anyway.
Oh,
I know,
yeah. Been driving through.
Yeah, not too sure, eh? He's just turned you off for 7 days. No, listen, Elon has turned me off for 7 days. But it's for safety, isn't it? You know, he's a safe guy. I don't know why, I just like him. He's just quirky, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He is just a bit of a quirky character.
I think I know what he means, though.
Just an hour.
He's talking Hanover Street, isn't he? That's what he's on about. Like Live has just said there in front of the lobster pot.
What's happened? It's only come out. No, it's only come out last week. So you know when you go over to Delphi and you turn right, don't you? towards the St John's, a big massive bus stop on the corner of the road where you can drop off. All that's cameraed up now, so you can't even stop anywhere down that road. It's a flipping joke. It's all cameraed up and he'll ticket you.
I don't think they will
Only
because
come in
I
last
stopped
week or the
there
week
2
before.
weeks ago.
Yeah, it's only just come in, mate. Central Station crossing going into Clayton Square. Yeah, in there, I think. I don't know.
It's a bus gate anyway, isn't it? As it is, isn't it?
What?
It's a bus gate already anyway, so why are they going to put that into a box junction? That'll be a nightmare, that being a box junction, you know.
No, I'm telling you, mate, it's a joke. I had one the other day, and in the end, I dropped off. In the end, I dropped off at the Mackey's before you even turn onto the road. I won't even go in there now. Anyway, guys, thanks for all the
In all
likes and
fairness,
follows
they
and
should
gifts on TikTok.
pedesternise that anyway.
Yeah.
They should pedesternise it and give us drop-off spots along the front of it.
That's a problem with town now, isn't it? Hey, there's hardly anywhere to stop and wait.
Like in all cities, though, isn't it? Sheffield's the same.
Is
Getting
it?
a nightmare. Yeah, it's getting a nightmare. I'll give it another 5 years. What it is, you've got the city, right, and they've got like a bypass going all the way around it. And whenever you go inside now, it's just they're killing it. They're killing town off.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of cities now where there's no cars only in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no way to enter the city centre via a car. You know, in some cities around the world now, literally zero drive zones. You know what I mean? Be weird, that won't it?
Top end of Bold Street.
Yeah, to have the likes and follows, guys.
The top end of Bold Street could be, well, the middle way through Bold Street, to be fair. So where you can come in now from Hanover Street, Liver, to go bottom of Bold Street. Well, you used to be able to. I don't think you can anymore. Barriers there and everything on it. I think they should pedesternise that whole road there, but they've got to leave it open for deliveries and things for the businesses, haven't they? But I'd have it no access for deliveries.
Same thing what they done with Castle Street, innit? Put the bollards up for temporary for letting deliveries.
Yeah, but you want the street that comes off that. What's the street called now? From Bold Street to Renshaw Street, opposite the Irish Gaff on the corner.
Sorry, I know help.
The Irish pub's on the corner, the street facing that. What runs down to Bold Street? What's that street called? Yeah, the Liffey. Opposite the Liffey. No, the booze are on the corner before the Liffey.
Yeah.
Remember Uncle Sam's?
No.
No? You don't know what Uncle Sam's is?
No. Just a big jolly guy in America, isn't it?
What was the other one next? What was the other one called next to the Uncle Sam's? Oh, what's the name of that fucking?
No idea, lad. Oh my god.
Oh, what's the name of the street now? Newington. Newington. You don't even know where that is, do you?
No, lad.
You call yourself a taxi driver?
I'm not a taxi driver, I'm a people deliverer.
Caesar's Palace, Andy. That's the one. Next to Uncle Sam's.
There you go, Andy. See?
Yeah, so the street opposite that, I think Newington should be one way towards Bold Street, and we can turn left to go up Bold Street. And then pedesternise the whole area. Caesar's Palace. Couldn't even think of the name of that. Uncle Sam's was much better though.
Oh yes. Tesla self-driving robot taxi shown in the UK off the head of 2027 launch.
They're
Not gonna happen.
disgusting.
Won't
Look
happen.
at them though. They're ugly.
No, well, nah, don't be dissing my Teslas.
They're fucking
Oh
ugly,
my
then,
God,
mate.
look. There's no steering wheel. There's 2 seats and a flipping screen. There's no steering wheel.
Nah. No thanks.
How are you limeys doing? What's a limey, lad? Do any of you know what a limey is?
Nope. Nope.
That's horrible.
It looks like a Teddy's chocolate orange, doesn't it?
Yes, it did. And you used to have the fish in the back where you threw the pennies into the fish. Make you wish.
How old are you two?
You should.
How old
You're
are we?
older than me. How do you not
No.
know what
And
Uncle
I'm not.
Sam's is?
I'm 30 next week.
Burgers.
45, you mean?
Famous for his burger, weren't it?
I can't remember Uncle Sam's.
Are you guys Irish?
Oh, is that what limey is? No, we're not Irish right now.
It's a limey
Mick is.
Irish.
Nick's a Scouser, Mark's from Sheffield, and I'm a Knowsley alien.
I'm from Sheffield, but I'm a southerner.
You can tell by your accent, can't you? Oh, I'm from Sheffield, but really, I can't. I mean,
Did you just say see you next Tuesday then, by any chance?
I did not. I do not swear on my streams. Thank you very much. No,
You
I'm
did.
not Irish. And Sheffield City Centre changed a lot in recent years, Mark.
Yes. Yes.
Great content. Great content, Mark. Thank you.
It's a dying city.
Where are you guys from, England? We are northwest of England, mate. Well, me and Mick are northwest of England, and Mark is from.
Do you know what? I
Heartbeat.
got asked last week if I was Australian.
Liverpool City Centre has
Yes.
changed since Liverpool won.
You haven't got a flipping Australian accent.
Yep.
That
It was American, like,
that plot has behind John Lewis and all that. That's all changed massively. But I don't think the whole city centre's changed a lot. I mean, Hanover Street's always been the way it is and stayed the way it is.
The big changes, the big bridges that go in it. The big bridges that went to Dale Street and that. All that going. That was big changes. What?
I missed that.
Did you miss the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe you got rid of it, mate. Because the best way is to get straight into the city centre.
Straight into. And what have they done? What's it done? Nothing. They've just knocked it down.
Mark underneath.
For the fun of knocking it down. I know, we've got some money to spend.
They should have done. Hey, they should have done flipping road bump outs in Liverpool. That would have worked. Flyover was unsafe, weren't it? That's what I heard. But all the flyovers are unsafe, the ones on the drive as well. But they're still up. Uber London, so cold, some snow, Uber put prices down. Yeah, mate, I don't know about flipping cold down there. Warm down in London, isn't it? You guys are limeys. I knew the Cray twins. Mate, that's like... No. The Cray twins are from London, mate. And what are limeys? Anyone going to Google limeys?
That'll be just something that they
How did he know the Cray twins?
Oh, no. Limeys is a slang term for a British person.
Where's he from then? Where are you from then, your worst nightmare? Or was it my worst nightmare or whatever? Where are you from?
No.
I'm guessing you're not from England then.
We can't be, can.
Now?
If he's calling us British.
And how does he know? How did he know the Cray twins? Oh.
Yeah, limeys is a nickname for people from Britain. The bridge was unsafe. Yeah, it was, mate. Yeah.
Do my head in that. The Big Dip, no.
The big...
What's the Big Dip?
The big...
Dip. Not what you think.
Dig.
D-I-P.
It says dig. Big.
Oh, dig.
He spelled it dig. What's a dig?
The Big Dig.
That's what's confusing you, isn't it, mate?
Remember the big dig, Mark? Mick?
The big what?
Yeah. Oh, pardon my French.
Yes, only on fields of horses.
What?
Limeys in
Oh,
Only
yeah.
Fools and Horses.
New York City, mate. I knew the Clay twins from Broadmoor. Oh, New York. The Big Apple.
Broadmoor. Do you
The
know
Big
what?
Apple.
I used to live just around the corner from Broadmoor. Every Monday morning at 10:30, the siren used to go off. And if it used to go off in any other time, that means an escaped convict. And it used to go off all the time.
You're at the mental hospital where the thingy was.
Yeah,
Benji
yeah,
Crane
yeah.
was in.
Yep. That's more Sandhurst Crow form around there, that.
Was it?
Yeah. So how does he know him then? How do you know him? I used to go to school with a kid called Danny Oliphant. His dad were good friends with the Cray twins.
New York City. New York. Hey, Buzz wants to go to New York, but I've heard it stinks. Hey, does New York stink, mate? Let me know. I've heard it stinks.
Times Square smells of flipping. But I've been quite a few times in New York.
Have you?
What?
I don't like business. I don't like business, mate. I even when I go to London, it's hard. I went to London once and I hated it. It's too busy. Proper too busy.
You're not going to
Pizza
like
is
New
heavy
York
in
then,
New
are
York.
you?
No, that's why I've never gone.
No, live. I'll go over the Woodhead.
Can't smell as bad as Paris
Woolwich.
or Athens. What does Paris and Athens stink? Why do all the big cities stink? It's really like a rubbish thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's just something that you're not used to, isn't it? Anything that smells like you're not used to stinks.
Oh, and you're from the East End. Everyone from the East End knew them. So were you originally from the East End, are you? And then you moved to New York. East End, isn't that where all the East Enders are from? Well, you know, wasn't it? I was from the West End, wasn't I?
Who? What?
Wait there, why was the river from EastEnders then near Twickenham? If it's EastEnders as in the TV show,
Because it
goes
straight through the middle of it. It goes straight through the end of it, doesn't it?
Okay.
It goes all the way through London. It goes all the way through London. It goes end up going past Windsor and Henley and that lot.
Oh, interesting. Yes. So he is a Londoner and now moved to New York. Fair play to you, mate. Fair play. Listen, this podcast is going to take me forever to cut through. So I think we should call it quits here. What do you reckon? You got a school on that, mate? What are you laughing at?
I reckon we should do another hour.
What?
Just talking
I reckon we
shite.
should do another hour.
Just talking shite so yesterday.
Language, Michael.
Shite.
No, to be honest, yeah, do you know what's a bad thing? This has been good. We've had a good chat and I've had a good listen. But lad, me going to try and get TikToks out of this is going to be a nightmare.
Be alright. You don't do anything else, do you? So you'll be alright.
What?
Yeah? What?
London has a lot of Muslims now. And that's the end of the podcast, guys. Listen. Nice one for your feedback, mate. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. Listen. What do you reckon then we ended it? Yeah. Easy TikTok this. Just get Mark thinking he's been banned for farting.
In a bit,
I know,
live,
Joe. I know. Yeah, live. A nice one for coming in, mate. And you kept the chat going. But yeah, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to go away now and chop it all up into TikToks and stuff. But thanks for joining in again. Yeah, obviously, check out drivermatty.com. Check out Scouse Aviation on TikTok. Check out Private Hire Brooks on TikTok as well. And yeah, if you want to become a YouTube member, feel free to do so. You get loads of perks. You come in our WhatsApp group. Yeah, so if you want to come and join the membership, can you join the membership from the chat? Is there a button where you can join? I'm not saying that you should.
Yeah, it's down below.
But it'd be interesting to see if there's Hey, get the chat up and see if there's actually a join button. Thank you, guys. Thanks for tuning in. What? Is that be handy to know, isn't it?
I think you can.
I can't get it up because obviously I'm not kick out. But listen, we're going to end it anyway.
I'm on.
I was good for that.
I'm not on the phone.
What?
I'm
What are
not
you
on my
saying?
phone. I'm not
What are
on
you
my
saying?
phone. I'm on the PC, so it's right there for me.
And I said Viagra helps for that.
Yeah. We kept the PC for an hour and 15 minutes, you dirty bugger. Come visit New York. I'm all right, mate. If the population in New York halves, I'm on my way. I'm going to sunny Florida next year, though. That'd be cool. I can just see a super chat. I cannot see a join button. Oh, well. No worries. You can
Oh,
join
yeah.
from the profile if you want. But listen, I'm going to scoot. Catch you all later. Thanks for tuning in. You two, again, thanks for coming into the Al podcast. And I'm going to
Yeah.
stop it now. I think we'll still be live on TikTok, so I'm going to click stop. But YouTube, thanks for tuning in. See you soon. Don't forget to become a member if you want. You're legends.